The sport of boxing.
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 Boxing is so widely regarded as a sport that the term just rolls off the tongue. Yet doesn't it seem a little strange that these two activities are in the same category? Even rough contact sports like rugby, football, or hockey don't quite compare to the sheer brutality of combat sports. After all, the goal is to score points, not to hurt the opponent. If you take the hurting out of boxing or MMA, there's nothing left. Combat sports are like other sports insofar as they have clearly defined rules, require incredible athleticism, and are intensely competitive. Yet there's something fundamentally different that sets them apart. Deontay Wilder, former heavyweight boxing champion, in the post-fight press conference after delivering a devastating knockout against Robert Helenius, offers an explanation.
This is not a sport. A sport is something you play. You don't play this. And we risk our lives for you guys' entertainment. And I speak that forever.
George St. Pierre, former UFC welterweight champion, gives his opinion on what sets fighting apart from other athletic contests.
Fighting takes a lot out of you and takes a lot out of the people who loves you.
Yeah.
Because you play basketball, you play baseball, you don't play fighting. And the outcome of a failure, could be very, very bad. You know what I mean? It's not like you lose a game of basketball or something like that.
Right.
You lose a fight, it can have huge repercussion on your health, your well-being, but also your income and your family and everything.
It's almost as if he's directly quoting Joyce Carol Oates, the acclaimed American writer, who fell in love with boxing as a child watching it with her father, when she writes in her 1987 book on boxing. Baseball, football, basketball. These quintessentially American pastimes are recognizably sports because they involve play. They are games. One plays football. One doesn't play boxing. Wilder explicitly evokes the possibility of death when he creates a distinction between fighting and all other sports. Floyd Mayweather touched on the same idea when he recalled his match against Sugar Shane Mosley when he was rocked in the second round.
Shane hit me with a hell of a shot.
Okay.
Actually, 2 shots.
Oh, okay.
But even in that particular round, what I said to Shane was this. I was like,
You dead self said something to him when you grabbed him.
I said, you gotta kill me.
Oh, shit. I wasn't ready, boy.
I said, that was a good one. I said, that was a good one, but you gotta kill me.
Wow.
I said, you gotta kill me. And did I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I meant it.
But what Mayweather says with a smile is no laughing matter. If one fighter is willing to die, then in order to defeat him, his opponent must be willing to kill. Oates illustrates this idea with a metaphor. Considered in the abstract, the boxing ring is an altar of sorts, one of those legendary spaces where the laws of the nation are suspended. Inside the ropes, during an officially regulated 3-minute round, a man may be killed at his opponent's hands, but he cannot be legally murdered. Knowing they can inflict serious damage on a rival without legal consequences, fighters often go into great detail about what they're going to do.
But I don't like this dude, man. Before my alarm goes off, I'm already awake. I want to break his fucking face, man. I want to break his fucking rib cage. And I don't want to knock him out early on. I just want to torture that guy, man. If I get the chance to torture him for 14 minutes and 50 seconds before I stop him, that's what I'm going to do, man.
There's of course a heavy price that must be paid for the audience's desire to see whose will is strongest.
That's why most of us have all fought with injuries. That's like the dark truth of the matter. Is it like you'll tear your knee? I've torn meniscus, broken my hand. You know, I one time had like a chip in my elbow for one of my title fights. Like I literally could not extend my arm. And it was like, $15,000 surgery. I was like, oh, well, fuck, go ahead and schedule the fight for Tuesday. And then as soon as the fight was over with, I'm like, hey guys, my elbow doesn't feel right. That is 90% of every fighter who says he got hurt in the fight, he got hurt before the fight.
Yeah.
But the way the rules work, he only gets paid if he got hurt in the fight.
Wow.
Yeah, you only get it taken care of if you got hurt in the fight. I fought when I wasn't supposed to plenty of times.
Yeah. Dude, he had a cracked skull in fight.
Fractured orbital bone when I fought Forrest.
Yeah, literally like
Fractured orbital bone and a ruptured disc in my neck. And I still competed. But you have to, because you're pretty much living paycheck to paycheck.
Beating an opponent carries a double meaning in combat sports. There's both winning and inflicting physical damage. This stark reality gives victory a dimension of dominance that can't really be matched in a regular sport. As Oates puts it, masculinity in these terms is strictly hierarchical. Two men cannot occupy the same space at the same time. Joe Rogan explains why this is true in very simple terms.
Someone wins a basketball game, they can always say, yeah, well, I could have kicked your ass.
Yeah.
You might have beat me at basketball, but I could kick your ass. Nobody gets their ass kicked and goes, yeah, well, I'll fuck you up at basketball. Because no one cares. No one cares. You just got fucked up.
But why exactly does no one care? Why then is a victory in fighting so complete, so final? Max Kellerman offers a useful explanation.
Because boxing is intrinsically more compelling than any other sport. Why is that? Because the literal imposition of will is more compelling than a metaphor for the same thing. If Barry Bonds can't hit Roger Clemens, that means Roger Clemens has metaphorically imposed his will on Barry Bonds. The ball is a surrogate for his will. But if Mike Tyson gets hit with a right hand by Lennox Lewis and can't get back up, that's because Lennox Lewis has literally imposed his will on Mike Tyson. As in, Mike Tyson's brain tells his legs, get up. Legs can't do it.
Unlike regular sports, boxing is not a metaphor for besting the other. It is the thing itself. The winner of a fight is not simply the better player, he's the better man.
The better man won tonight, not here to make any excuses.
It's very important when you lose a fight that you don't say things like, my opponent was better tonight. The better guy wins every time. The better guy won tonight.
Boxing may walk like a sport and quack like a sport, but it's closer to gladiatorial combat than badminton or basketball. In regular sports, a referee's main job is to enforce the rules. In combat sports, it's to make sure one fighter doesn't kill the other. Regular sports are primarily a test of skills. Combat sports are a test of wills, where participants risk their well-being, even their lives, for triumph. This primal display of dominance and submission underscores why George Foreman famously referred to boxing as the sport to which all others aspire. It's this unparalleled intensity that elevates boxing or MMA or Muay Thai beyond the realm of mere sport into a testament of human courage and resilience. To quote Oates one last time, at its moments of greatest intensity, it seems to contain so complete and so powerful an image of life, life's beauty, vulnerability, despair, incalculable and often self-destructive courage, that boxing is life and hardly a mere game.